and more I keep doing this show, the more and more I'm just like, dude, why am I even doing this if they don't care? Or my fandom has just been what it's been for like the last 30 years. Um, I'm tired. I, I'm I'm exhausted of just trying to cover this team at times, but it's for the love of the game. And with that being said, let's just get straight to it.
What's up, this B-Myth, man? Check out Off the Bench anytime you get a chance.
Hey, Off the Bench, it's 89. Check it out.
What up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Big Herb, and I'm here today to talk about off the bench following our team, the Washington Commanders. So before we go into anything, make sure that you hit that like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification. So this way we are on our way to 1,000 subs. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm a little dreary today. I'm tired. I'm going to try to keep the energy up for the show because it's just because we can't win for whatever reason. And I'm not even going to hold it. Look here. This is the Chiefs. I mean, did we really expect them to win? No. But the one thing that the Commanders do, like they always do, I'm not going to let that happen now. The one thing that they do that they always do is give us hope. They give us hope only to go ahead and treat us like the fucking what's the name? The chick from Peanuts, Susie. She goes ahead and gets the football, and when Charlie Brown goes in for the kick, just lifts the fucking ball up. And we get exactly what happened last night because it was a tale of two halves. Before we get into it, we want to give a shout out to everyone who's in here today. We got 3 that's on. Shout out to Little C White, man. He has been a loyal guy, and I appreciate you for just stepping in here, homie. He says, I'm upset about the loss, but I think there's optimism and a chance we can make up the postseason. Hear me out. Eagles have a tough next 3 games, which are the Packers, Lions, and Dallas. Yikes for them. I'm really, really just trying to stay invested at this point. I'm not even going to hold you. Like I said, I know we weren't going to win the game yesterday, but you gave me hope yesterday. And let's just get straight into it. What did we learn about the game yesterday? First things first, I will go ahead and say this. That defense yesterday in the first half looked like a championship caliber defense. Championship caliber. Got 2 interceptions from arguably the best quarterback of this generation. You got they was literally in shambles the whole entire first half. They didn't know what they was going to be able to do. We held them in check. We got pressure. We did whatever we wanted to on defense. Now, I understand why Dan Quinn decided to go for on offensive side. I understand why you wanted to go to get the fourth go on 4th down those times. I'm not mad at him for that because that was his identity from last year, and he said that he was going to go stick with his identity. I'm not mad at that. But if we're going to do that, we have to go ahead and fucking convert. I'm sorry. If everything that as far as plays wise is concerned, it needs to be beyond the first down marker. I don't understand why we have situations where it's like, hey, we're going to go ahead and throw a pass, but we're going to throw a pass like a half a yard or a yard underneath the first down marker. I don't get it. It's I'm trying to understand it, and I'm having a fucking aneurysm just thinking about it. Like I said last week, guys, if you really don't want to hear cursing, this is not the episode for you. So I suggested you either go ahead and put the kids away or just check this out later. Yeah, man, I'm it's my brain is hurting just thinking about this. Like, I mean, we got plays from people we didn't even expect. I was in the group chat yesterday and we was talking about the fact that our best offensive player gave the ball away and our worst defender got an interception yesterday. We was sitting there like, oh my God, this shit is really happening. What the hell is going on here? We have a chance to actually fight and be competitive in this game. It was, it's, oh my goodness, it was something to look forward to. It showed that we had some fight. The practice sessions must have went well. We were on the same page. We were doing everything the right way. Now we were moving the ball and everything. And yes, Debo came over there and had a crucial fuck up by not catching the ball first and going upfield. And it popped up in the air and all of a sudden just got intercepted and ran off. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, what's going on? Bobby Wagner got an interception. Funny thing is, me, my dad, and my uncle was in there talking about like, hey, at some point Bobby Wagner's gonna have to go because I mean he can't go ahead and because it's getting to a point to where yes, he's great when it comes to rushing. As far as like running on running plays, first and second down, he's really good. He's still good. I think he's top 2 as far as tackles in the league right now. But when it comes down to actually like coverage, no. We saw some of the people. I saw Tyler Owens sighting yesterday. That was crazy. I saw Revo was out there just looking like all pro Revo, but for safety. He was out there. He came over there and tackled really well. Excuse me. The defense really looks like they look like it wasn't solid. They looked like a championship caliber defense. They were applying pressure. They shut down all these passes. There was no penalties, I don't think, until the second half. The first half, it was no penalties whatsoever. We were disciplined. We were doing every single thing solid. And then we had a situation when it comes down to what's the name and Lil CY. I see the comments. I'm gonna get to them. I'm just trying to review the game first, and I promise you we're gonna get to it. And we're gonna, even if it's just me and you in here, dog, we're gonna talk about this right now. But yeah, it was definitely like the situation as far as what's going on with we can move the ball up and down the field, but when it gets down to it, we can't get into the end zone for whatever reason. We finally found a way to get into it right before the half. I mean, damn, it took forever just to get in there. But I mean, and shout out to Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry looked like he was getting in his bag like he was last year. And then the second half happened because apparently we got the first. We had the kickoff first, which I really didn't like. I was like, damn, we never get the what's the name? The kickoff first. I don't know what they must have won the kickoff and said, hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna let them try to move up and down the field. Had we even got off of those 2 interceptions, had we actually scored something, we're looking at halftime, give or take, at minimum 13-7 at minimum. Then we go ahead and get into a situation where it's just like the second half, we're back to regular schedule programming. Hell, I'm even looking at it from the standpoint, if you get into the end zone, you convert on those fourth down. The first fourth down, I'm sitting there like, damn it. I mean, it's a smidget of a yard and everything. I thought he got it. When I looked at the replay, I thought that he got it. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, he got the first down. And then they got the terrible positioning of the ball. They went ahead and gave the first down. They gave the ball back over to Kansas City. But we did something with it. And I was happy to see that we actually did something with it. Then we go ahead and we don't convert on. I don't know what the hell that fourth down play was on the second one. It was just like, dude, you're 4th and 1. Do a run play. We got away from the running game the whole entire time. It's like we got to keep passing and passing. And we look like we don't understand how to run the ball anymore. We're the number 1 rated team on the ground. If anything, we could do that. We can't do that for whatever reason. Oh, my God. I'm just like, bro, you gave us so much hope. And then the second half happened and it was self-destruction. It was self-destruction. I don't know what happened as far as I remember seeing on the touchdown pass, the first touchdown pass that Patrick Mahomes threw in the second half, where it was a scramble drill on 4th down. You got a situation where it's just like, hey, we're going ahead and Tyler Owens, because he hasn't been in the game that much, he went ahead and Bobby Wagner was chasing his receiver, and instead of Tyler Owens just going ahead because they were in zone coverage, being able to just go ahead and hand the man off to the next person, Tyler Owens was still staying in position. The players open in the end zone. Patrick Mahomes hits them, touchdown, and then it just kept going and going and going. The one thing I have to credit Stefanski, is it Stefanski? Not Stefanski. I'm sorry. The defense coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. There's a reason why he's got 4 Super Bowls, and it's not just Patrick Mahomes. That defense looks solid. That defense looked legit out there. So I will give him credit when credit's due. But when it comes down to the rest of it, as far as what's the name, like the offense was not able to actually. They at times it looked like they were suffocating. They couldn't do anything. They weren't able to move the ball at times, and it just looked like they lost their mojo at halftime. I don't know what the hell happened, and I said to one of the guys in the group chat yesterday, like, look, I want to be a fly on the wall to see what happens in the halftime when you actually have them on the ropes. I mean, seriously, we look like we didn't give up a second right before the. We didn't give up any big plays right before we scored that last touchdown. By the way, Terry McLaurin, that was a beautiful catch for a touchdown. Because I was sitting there like, dude, he's got to get that touchdown. That's a touchdown right there. They gave it to him, and it was good to see him back. You're never gonna see me say anything bad about Terry when healthy. Then when it comes down to in the second half, credit the offensive line of the Kansas City Chiefs, because they looked like they couldn't hold anything in the first half. They couldn't run, they couldn't pass, they couldn't do nothing. Patrick Mahomes was out there just killing us in the second half. First half, offensive line, they couldn't protect him. They couldn't get the running lanes open. They adjusted. They went into there. They went inside the locker room. They was like, look, we're going to change the game up in the second half. Second half, they actually showed like they were going to go ahead and do something. They went ahead and found a way to go ahead and adjust during the second half. And that's how you know that you're a championship caliber team. When you can go into the locker room at halftime and adjust. And that's what championship caliber teams are made of. They're going to go ahead. You're going to have guys that's out there who are they're just going to go and execute the plays, and they're going to go ahead and murder whoever's in front of them. It's the Jimmies that's in the Joes before the X's and O's. You could be an X's and O's guys, but sometimes you got the Jimmies and the Joes that could go out there and execute. This was the game where it was like, look, we got to go ahead and worry about the X's and O's because everybody out there is just as good. They couldn't we couldn't get any pass rush. We couldn't stop the run. They were chipping off at least 5 to 6 yards a carry in the second half. I think we only got maybe one sack in the second half. And that one sack, I have to give credit to when credit's due because he balled out yesterday. I'm trying to bring up his name real quick. Jacob Martin. Jacob Martin had a hell of a game yesterday, getting 2 sacks in the game. First half, he got a pressure on to Mahomes and break them down and everything. Great job. But yeah, the second half, we really couldn't do anything at all. And then that's when the penalties started coming out. And I mean, in some of the plays, it was just like, bro, what are we doing? I don't understand exactly what's going on. I have to go ahead and look at the all 22 on some of these plays. It's been really like, do I even want to put myself through this type of shit? But for you guys' sake, I will. But let's get to the comment section because that's what we want to pay homage to you guys as well. Lil C White says, I will. Seattle does decide the season for us, but I'm focused on if Jaden will be back Sunday night because Adam Schefter saying he's likely not, but others are saying he will be. He will. The situation is weird. It really is because I've heard one thing as far as DQ saying that he might be playing this week. I've heard other ones that said as far as like he might not be playing this week. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's basically the same thing. He said he was going to rewrite the message because it came out totally messed up. But no, it's all good. I see exactly what you're saying. This shit just, I'm not even gonna have this thing going for too long because I'm my emotions are just this was a classic Commanders football team Redskins game. They give you hope. You sit there and bask in that hope, and they let you down in the second half. It was. Let's just get to. There was some people out there who actually deserved the game ball, so let's get to.
Listen up! Oh, game ball.
First off, I want to give a game ball to Jacob Martin. Jacob Martin was the only pass rush that we really had yesterday. He got 2 sacks on the game. Applied pressure at times. He was beating the hell out of his the offensive tackle. He actually had a great game yesterday. Another person who I want to give a game ball to, Scary Terry. And he's been out for the last 4 games due to a quad injury. Went out there and put his body on the line, making sure that he could just be the best that he can be. If I'm not mistaken, his stat line yesterday was 3 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown on 4 targets. He showed out yesterday. I got to get a guy credit. I would even say in the passing game, Jeremy McNichols had a pretty decent game yesterday. 5 catches for 64 yards. 1 rush for 4 yards. All-Pro Revo had a game yesterday. First half, he was literally doing whatever he looked like an All-Pro at safety. Just swatting balls away, getting open field tackles, just doing the best that he could possibly do. You got to give one to Marshawn Lattimore. Marshawn Lattimore came out there and played pretty damn good. He got an interception. The one thing I will say as far as with them, and it's just like, dude, you finally got some good going on. I don't want to shit on you, but that fumble, land on it. You ain't got to pick it up, though, dude. We just need the ball back. We do not like good things when it comes down to getting the turnovers. We don't. You spent 2 turnovers on this team today, and you're probably not going to get any next week. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Like I've tried my best to just have faith in this team, and I just can't. At least this year. One person I got to give credit to, Marcus Mariota. He had 2 interceptions yesterday on 21 of 30. Yeah, 21 of 30, 213 yards, and threw a touchdown pass. I'm not even gonna give those like those 2 interceptions were not his fault. First things first, Debo needs to catch the ball and run upfield. Catch the ball first, run upfield. Catch the ball first, then run upfield. Not think I'm going to catch the ball and run upfield, because shit like that turns into an interception like it did yesterday on a screen where everybody's running at you when the blocks are being set up. The second one was a desperation pass late in the game. It literally was like umpteen seconds left. He's trying to make a play. I'm not even bitching about it. He had a decent game yesterday. For a backup, he had going up against a really good defense. He had a pretty decent game yesterday. Credit to him. I tell you one motherfucker who's been this person right here. This person that I'm about to bring up right now is definitely, they've been getting the game ball every single week, and I have not given them credit to when credit is due. And that person who is having an all-pro season, especially on this team, drum roll please, the injury bug. Because every fucking time that he's come out there, he has been taking out every single player. Every single player, man. I got to find something funny to talk about in the midst of this. Let's just get to the run a mile.
You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts. And then you will run a mile.
I'm just like, everything right here just hurts just thinking about this shit. I'm just oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, Trey, what's the name? Lil C. White said Trey Amos had a very good game. Trey Amos is the only consistent person on his defense. He hasn't had the starts of the game, but he's been playing good all year. So I give him credit. But yeah, run a mile. Debo. Not only did you not go ahead and catch the ball, but force it into a turnover, you went ahead and just basically you didn't do anything with what you had. You were healthy. You said that you're healthy. You said that the heel is not a concern. You laid an egg. You wasn't able to go ahead and get any production on getting open. You weren't able to do anything else. The times that you were on there, you were non-existent. It just was like, what the hell? Offensive line, second half. Yeah, I don't see anything. You're not able to run. You're getting injured with Laramie Tunzel. You weren't able to do anything pretty much. Jalen Lane, dude, what? And it's one specific drive. Went ahead and on a kickoff return, touched the ball, but didn't secure it. It went all the way back to the 1 yard line and it went out of bounds instead of just going ahead and recovering it. Then when they gave you a chance to go ahead and redeem yourself, you go ahead and drop the ball on third down. Dude, I don't know what the hell is going on. And here's the thing. He's been consistent with dropping every single ball that's thrown to him. He's dropped them. He had a hell of a punt return against the Raiders, but other than that, he hasn't done anything this year. Another thing that person I want to get tell a run a mile, Coach Witt, for not adjusting. You put on a clinic in the first half, and then all of a sudden, shit just changed up. I don't know what the hell just happened. I genuinely am. I'm it's getting real hard trying to defend this team. I'm really trying. We need a win in the worst way because I'm at a point right now. I'm just willing to give the game up. I'm willing to give to say, hey, at this point, we're not going to win because the games aren't getting any easier. We have to play next following games. We got to play Seattle Seahawks, Detroit Lions, go to Madrid and play the Dolphins, go on bye week, come back and play the Broncos. We still got the Giants. We still got the what's the name? The Vikings. We still have the Eagles twice, the Cowboys. This is not looking good at all. I don't have any faith in any of this shit. I'm really trying. I'm genuinely trying to look for something to latch on to say, like, hey, we can actually make a run this year. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying. I just don't have any faith in any of this shit that's going on right now. And I'm trying to give this team a chance, but they're not giving me anything. If they could give me the same effort that they did in the first half next week for a whole game, I will give them the credit that there's due, but they just haven't done it. We can't get Terry. We can't get Debo. We can't get Jaden all on the same team, on the same game for more than 2 games. They've only done it for 2 games. 2 games. We're in week 8 at this point. One more loss. Season's over with. We're 3-5 right now. Because, I mean, unless you feel like you can go ahead and go on a tear for the next 9 games, and I don't see that shit happening. I don't see it happening. And here's the thing, and the trade deadline's coming around the corner. At some point, what you gonna do? Because you got 3 players, in my opinion, who could get traded at this point and try to get something off of it. Deron Payne, as great as he's been playing this year, dude, go to another championship team and see what we're gonna try to do right by you, dog. You don't deserve this anymore. I mean, you tried. You really did try this year. Go ahead and get some draft picks out of him. Brandon Coleman. At this point, he's still young. You can go ahead and trade him away, get some picks for him, and see what you can get. Noah Igbenogany. At this point, he's still a quality cornerback. And you can get a late third-day draft pick for him. See what you can get. Because at this point, we got to be sellers. We can't. There's nothing else. I mean, there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to fight for this year, in my opinion. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I do know this as far as the injuries is concerned. The injuries from yesterday: Laramie Tunzel, Terry McLaurin, Javon Kinlaw. Javon Kinlaw had it looks like a shoulder injury, but he looked like he was about to go back into the game. Game was already over at that time, so nah. Laramie Tunzel, hamstring injury. That is the word of the season, hammies, because everybody got a hamstring or a quad injury. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be out for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Just going to go ahead and call it. Terry looked like he re-aggravated the injury, and we don't know what he's going to look like. We tried to see if the whole entire thing could get settled with having him and Debo on at the same time, but injuries have been kicking our ass. There is a laundry list of people that's been injured or injured out for the season this year. Telling you, the injury bug's the MVP of this season because he has been taking our team out everywhere. I mean, I look here, I'm not going to sit here and bitch and moan about injuries because everybody else has injuries. 49ers has injuries, and they're tied for first. They're second in place in their division, but with like a half a game out winning the division. A couple other teams who are doing pretty damn good after they have injuries. I mean, that's just part of the game. But I mean, when we're taking out all of our players, that's why, like, from now on, Adam Peters, at this point, don't pick up anybody who's over 27. That's just how I feel. I mean, at this point, you need to go ahead and draft and just pick up players just to as stopgaps or whatever. I'm at a loss for words right now. I want to thank every single one of y'all who's tuned in. Appreciate you guys for subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, comment in the comment section, share this video, and hit the subscribe button and hit that bell notification for future episodes as well. Like I say in every episode, help us grow so we can do more. This channel does not function without you guys. Guys, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm spent. I'm tired. I'm emotionally just drained with this team. I'm trying so hard. Here's the thing. As a content creator, it is hard to get on here and talk about your favorite team that you have been rooting for since you were in I've always rooted for them, but I followed this team since I was in the 7th grade. Like, I haven't missed a game. And if I miss the game, I go back and look at it just to see the highlights and everything. But over the last 2 years, this has been the first time I've really actually had to go ahead and not only follow this team, but present it in a way where I enjoy talking about them to you guys. In my most authentic way. I know I could be a little bit quirky. I know at times I could go ahead and just start rambling and everything. I know I could go ahead and just talk just nonsense and bullshit sometimes. But at the end of the day, I do love this team. It's just at times I feel like this team does not love me back. The football gods, I feel, has been over the years just laughing at us. We've had situations to where we get hope and disaster follows right back up just to go ahead and humble us. I see teams that's able to go ahead and do things the way that they want to and be progressive, be able to take on their destiny and do whatever it is they have to do to make sure that their team is prosperous in their race to get the Lombardi. Sometimes I just feel like this team doesn't. I look at an offense who has the potential to be something great, and when they show you something great like last year, it's just like, man, what can we do to fuck this up? And think long and hard about not doing the same thing. I see a defense that actually showed potential last year of just being, we can be great. They don't want to be great this year. They're getting old. I know there's some things that just like, it was fun while it lasted last year. We need to recruit. Adam Peters, this is your time to go ahead and try to build for the future at this point. I honestly don't see us going in here beating the Seahawks. I don't see us going ahead and beating the Lions because they're already on some shit about like what happened last year. We're going to dog walk y'all motherfuckers this year. Yeah, they are. They are. I don't see anything positive happening out of this. I don't see anything happening. Maybe Madrid, we might get a win. It is the Dolphins, but even still, we have not been playing to where we need to be playing. Coming back against the Broncos, yeah, they're going to win up our ass. They put up 44 points on Dallas's defense last week. And the week before, they went ahead and did what they made they scored. They were down 19 points in the fourth quarter and came back to win 33-32 in the fourth quarter alone. They will, and their defense is arguably the best in the league right now. We can't win because we won't win. And it hurts for me to say this, to tell you my My fellow Commander fans out there, this is what's going to happen. I thought we were over with the, hey, we're going to be worrying about draft picks and everything. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm at a point right now in this where if we're not going to win, just give up the season. That's what I'm the honest opinion. That's just how I feel at this point. I'm always going to be invested. I feel like a Cleveland Brown fan. That's how I feel like right now. I feel like a Cleveland Brown fan. My loyalty is always being put to the test, and I'm getting fucked for it every week. And I know that we're not as bad as them. It's painful to watch this shit sometimes. And after yesterday, I mean, we had these motherfuckers on the ropes. Mostly White. Still got hope, but Jaden has to play next week to keep hopes alive. Jaden is the only answer. He is. Jaden is the only one that could actually probably save us from this. But I for the sake of his health with this team, if he's not 100%, I don't want him out there. Because his future is too bright. I don't want a situation where he's constantly hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt. I just don't want that for us. We actually had something special. And I don't want to ruin that just to try to go ahead after try to make a playoff that we're probably going to get bounced out of as soon as we get in. But enough of this, man. My therapy session with you guys is up today. So yeah, man. Guys, I appreciate you guys for just tuning in. Help us grow so we can do more. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. And as always, guys, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Peace.